Keep fighting. Focus, fortitude, power. Eala to triumphant Indian Wells debut. Filipina tennis star Eala put on a display of grit and mental fortitude in rallying from the brink of defeat in her debut at the BNP Paribas Open on Saturday. Against Ukraine's Diana Yastremska in the second round, Eala was pushed to a deciding match where she fell behind, 4-5, with the serve at the hands of her opponent. But Eala broke back to level the match, and from there the Filipina refused to fold. She held Yastremska to love in the next game to surge ahead, and outlasted her in a marathon 12th game to finally wrap up the 7-5, 4-6, 7-5 victory in 2 hours and 43 minutes. I told myself to keep fighting. I was still in the match, so yeah, like I said on court, I really had to dig deep for that one, Eala told reporters afterward. I think focus was a huge part of the match today. She played really well, in my opinion. I had to really go after all the balls and trust my gut. I think mental fortitude was a big part of today's game, she added. It was a hard-earned win for the 20-year-old Eala in her Indian Wells debut, where she entered as the 31st seed and earned a bye to the second round. She was made to work for every point by the powerful Yastremska, who uncorked winner after winner in the second set to send the match to a decider. But the Ukrainian was made to pay by her own errors, along with a stunning 15 double faults. Her final error, a forehand that went long, sent the crowd at Stadium 3 into rapture as it confirmed Eala's victory. It was no surprise to see Eala backed by the majority of the fans in the venue, and afterwards she thanked her supporters for staying close to midnight just to watch her play. It means the world to have this community behind me in such a prestigious tournament. And for them to make the effort to stay up late and stay in the cold and cheer me on, it really added to the feelings and the emotions after the match, said Eala. Filipino fans had shown up to watch Eala during her practice sessions, and they are expected to be back in full force when she plays in the third round. There, she will be up against a home favorite in Coco Gauff. The American had memorably beaten Eala when they played in the Dubai Tennis Championships last month, taking a comfortable 6-0, 6-2 win. Eala is now hoping to put the lessons she learned from that match to good use when she plays Gauff anew. I think it's definitely going to be a tough one. Coco is an amazing player and she's playing at home, Eala noted. So, I'm expecting a big crowd to rally behind her just 'cause she's amazing. Today I had to dig really deep, so I'm expecting that in the next match, I have to do even more. So, I'm ready, and I'm looking forward to it, she added. Keep fighting. Focus, fortitude, and power. Alexandra Eala's triumphant Indian Wells debut. In sports, victories are often measured in points, trophies, and rankings. Yet the true measure of greatness lies deeper, within the quiet determination that pushes an athlete to continue when the path becomes steep and uncertain. The story of Alexandra Eala at the prestigious Indian Wells Open reflects this truth perfectly. Her debut on the grand stage was not just about tennis. It was about focus, fortitude, and the power of never giving up. It was a living reminder of a timeless message: keep fighting. The stage of dreams. Every athlete dreams of standing on one of tennis's biggest stages. Among these stages, the tournament held at the Indian Wells Tennis Garden in Indian Wells, California, is often called the fifth Grand Slam. The atmosphere is electric, the competition fierce, and the expectations immense. For young players, stepping onto those courts can feel overwhelming. The crowd, the lights, the history, everything reminds them that they are standing among the sport's elite. When Alexandra Eala arrived for her debut, she carried more than just a racket. She carried the dreams of her supporters, the pressure of opportunity, and the belief that hard work could turn possibility into reality. But dreams alone do not win matches. Focus does. Focus, the first battle. In tennis, focus is everything. One moment of distraction can change an entire match. The best players train their minds as much as their bodies, learning to concentrate through noise, pressure, and fatigue. For Eala, focus meant staying present, point by point, rally by rally. Every serve demanded attention. Every return required precision. Every movement across the court required discipline. Instead of thinking about the magnitude of the moment, she focused on the task directly in front of her. The rhythm of the game became her guide. The bounce of the ball, the swing of the racket, the quick footwork along the baseline. These small details built the foundation of her performance. Focus is powerful because it transforms fear into action. When athletes focus on what they can control, the impossible begins to feel achievable. Fortitude, strength in difficult moments. No sporting journey is free of challenges. Matches are rarely smooth. Momentum shifts, mistakes happen, and opponents push relentlessly. This is where fortitude becomes essential. Fortitude is not just physical endurance. It is the strength of spirit that refuses to break under pressure. Throughout her debut at the Indian Wells Open, Eala demonstrated this resilience. When points slipped away, she did not dwell on them. When rallies grew long and exhausting, she stayed committed to the fight. In tennis, every point is a new beginning. Fortitude means believing that the next opportunity can change everything. The crowd saw a young athlete refusing to surrender to doubt. Instead, she embraced the challenge with determination. Each powerful stroke carried a silent message: I will keep fighting. The power of preparation. Behind every moment of triumph lies countless hours of preparation. For Eala, the journey to Indian Wells began long before she stepped onto the court. Years of training, discipline, and sacrifice built the foundation for her performance. Early mornings, intense practice sessions, physical conditioning, and mental training all shaped the athlete she had become. The path was not always easy, but persistence turned obstacles into lessons. Preparation gives athletes confidence. When they know they have worked tirelessly, they step into competition with belief in their abilities. Eala's debut was not a sudden breakthrough. It was the result of dedication accumulated over time. Courage under the spotlight. Playing in a tournament as prominent as the Indian Wells Open means competing under intense scrutiny. Fans watch closely, commentators analyze every move, and expectations grow rapidly. For many young athletes, this pressure can feel overwhelming. But courage does not mean the absence of pressure. It means performing despite it. Eala embraced the spotlight with composure. She trusted her instincts and allowed her natural style to shine through. Her powerful ground strokes, agile movement, and strategic awareness reflected both talent and preparation. Yet what impressed observers most was her mental strength. She did not appear intimidated by the occasion. Instead, she looked energized by the opportunity. The meaning of "keep fighting"